Welcome back! I'm Crystal, this is Crystal Cluster Gaming, and we are returning to our Battle for Azeroth leveling series, where I level from 1 to 60, and we see how long it takes, what I can remember from, the 1 to 60 area, when I used to level in Vanilla, and then when Classic launches next month, we're going to do it all again and see how much my memory stacks up. Now, we are level 26, almost 27. Almost 27. Hey guys, Editing Crystal here from the future. Part of our intro got a little thrashed. So, what you missed in our last episode, we helped out the folks over at Maester Post deal with their Furbolg problem. We then traveled from Maester Post to Azeroth to give the cure to a sick child and to meet up with the sentinels that are posted there. We also found the place a little bit on fire. We helped them out with that. We continued to deal with some more mad Furbolg who kept taking stuff that didn't belong to them. We're still working on the cure for the sick child quest, where we saw some more old god influence, because the old god are everywhere, folks. If you're currently playing Battle for Azeroth content, you know. If you like this video, give a couple likes. Don't forget to subscribe and ding the bell and all the housekeeping goodness stuff YouTube wants. If this is your first time checking us out, sup. But there's going to be links down for this playlist in the description below, so you can catch up if you are here first. I highly recommend watching this in order, because there can be some lostness occurring, because that's a word. It's my word now. And I think that is all the things. So I'm going to let Past Me take over, and we are going to continue with the video. Where shall we begin today? Let's go to get Alun's Tear. We are in Ashenvale, the lovely green forest that is more unchanged. It looks more unchanged. There's a few changes. There's a road that didn't exist before so far. Dealt with a lot of Naga. No, we dealt with a lot of Twilight Hammer cultists. And in Classic, you dealt with Naga back down in Zoram Strand. We were already there. But Darkshore seems to be a lot more changed than Ashenvale is. I mean, that being said, it's been a while. I haven't really cleared all of Ashenvale yet, and I'm just gonna keep flicking my map because I'm an idiot. There is a part of Ashenvale that is on fire that wasn't on fire before. I do get that. That is a change. In Cataclysm, a lot of zones did get this update revamp, where Darkshore had the giant crater, a tornado, a whole town was lost. Barrens and Stranglethorn Vale got cut in half. Ashenvale has this. This is much I know so far. You gotta cross the river. So yeah, there's a few changes. I'm still trying to keep up with everything that's changed versus with everything's different. As I've said in previous videos, I've played since I played vanilla when it was cool. Hipster joke. And but it's been 14 years, so there's a lot of stuff that I might be getting wrong, and if you're keeping track, there's a lot of stuff I've gotten wrong. There have been notes, there have been Dancy Cat footage, all kinds of stuff just to show how much that... But that's the point! We're trying to figure out the differences of what I know versus what I don't. That's half of the fun. Alright. Is Alun's Tear here? Oh! That was easy. Need my staples button. Boop! That was easy. Alright, well, we did that. Let's go back down to the road. Just in it. Oh, hi! Uh-oh. Am I in trouble? Let's see if I'm in trouble. I think this is the first real elite we fought. So let's just push that button. Put that button. I don't think I'm going to be in trouble. Which, there's a difference. That's one of the differences, definitely, from Battle for Azeroth and Classic. Where, yeah, look at that. I've barely taken any health damage. My kitty cat, Meowser the Great, has not taken that much damage. Yeah. That was easy. In Classic, if I tried to fight an elite by myself... Come on. Nah, that wouldn't happen.
What can I do?
Alright, my brother must have sent you. He wouldn't have done so unless you were capable of doing what must be done. For our sakes, I hope that he's right. The elements here are now my allies. You must do as they ask if you are to prevent the destruction of the rest of Ashenvale.
Ashenvale will burn.
Alright, so we got some quests from some big dudes here. We got the Earthen Ring hanging out. Hot lava. The massive earth elemental gazes down upon you. The flow of lava must be stopped if we are to prevail. I will grant you a portion of my power. Use it to fill the lava fissures. Alright, we can do that. He doesn't have a quest. It's the big one. The water guy has a quest. And in previous episodes, I've whined about the puppy dog lookingness of the Worgens. That's what I'm talking about. I find they don't look nearly as fierce as they should. Put out the fire. Lord Magmathar's minions must be dealt with if we are to retake this area and stop the fiery destruction of the forest. The lava rages on the lava ragers on the flow to the north are strengthened by being in their own element. I fear that you are on your own. That on your own you won't have much chance. You are ready. Speak to me again, and I shall summon my own assistance. Now, we just killed one elite by ourselves, so we really don't need help. But we'll take it. Ew, I wanted to get back on the tree. Oh well. No tree for me. Alright, lava fissures are these things on the ground, so just right-click on them and do that. Go, Meowser! And we'll do this, and we'll do this, and we'll do that. And then while they're doing all the hard, heavy lifting, over here, do that, and then do that. Once again, this is not a difficult venture to do. Get another one. Kitty! That is men. Men pet just for giggles. I'm not particularly concerned about Meowser's health right now. Meowser's at 98%. Men pet, I've said this in previous videos, but men pet used to be so much better in previous, Classic. And, well, for years, really. Because, heck, you could clear a whole dungeon on your hunter if you felt like it, if your level was good enough at least. Or even if it wasn't. You might struggle. Because you could just keep your pet alive and just make your pet tank everything. It's definitely a thing you could do. I wish I had Silence Shot just to kind of, like, even make this go by even faster. So I could silence that little lava burst it's doing. Not that it's a big deal. Because it's not. We need a few more lava... we need a few more lava fissures. There's one over here. Kitty! Go get him! Okay, let the cat do all the work. Summon my Dire Beast. I know that Dire Beast was not a hunter thing in Classic, and I am trying to keep things going as close to Classic as possible. I should have stated that in the beginning of this intro. No heirlooms. If you're just paying attention now, no heirlooms, no main support, no add-ons. I know there was an episode that there was add-ons on because I thought I had disabled them, but when you switch servers, you have to disable them again, which is frustrating because I don't want add-ons on this server where I do kind of want add-ons when I'm playing my main, especially now while farming Mechagon and Nashtatar. But it was only Titan Panel and Auto Vendor were the only two that were working anyway. So
I need a target.
It didn't really affect my gameplay too much. I didn't have any helpful quest tracky thingies or UI fixes or any such thing like that. So, yeah, We're trying to keep the BFA series and the Classic series as close together as possible. It is not incredibly possible because all the zone changes and the let's see, zone changes, drop chances, item upgradability, talent changes. Yeah, it's not gonna be 100% identical, and that's part of that is the point. Let's go over here. And if you're curious to what all that actually means, let me just put you there. I am currently sitting on 1, 2, 3, 4 purples and a full set of greens. Where in Classic, if you're just catching up now, I would probably be still wearing some grays, maybe some greens, maybe some greens. Rares are also a lot more frequent. We did find this very big rare cat that gave us a pair of bracers that were better than at least 1, if not 2 quest drops. And we just kept getting a lot of purples. There is some luck to that, but those purples that I got were also blue, for the most part. I think there might have been 1 green to purple upgrade, but I might be making that up. I have already stated my slight discontent at getting so many purples so early on, because it's not it loses its excitement when you're always getting it. And purples were supposed to be like the oh my god, and they're no longer that. Sorry if I peaked anyone's headphones. Headphone users beware. But I mean, she looks cool. A little bit. I'm also not using any transmogs or any vendor mounts. Or any of those special fibbly dibblers. That's a word. I did not start using a mount until 20 when I received it. Received the ability to go buy the thing anyway. As you can see. Whee! In Classic, you don't get them until 40, so we're going to be walking a lot when Classic launches. And you get a better mount at 60. We are only using mounts that it can be obtained by a Night Elf while leveling. So we got this Saber here. It's going to be our 40 mount. And then when we hit 60, since in Classic, mounts did not scale. You could not use a level, a journeyman I should have seen that coming. So you could not use a journeyman mount or apprentice mount to ride a journeyman, to have a journeyman riding skill. So when we hit level 40, which will be level 60 in Classic, I know, brain broke, we will be switching to one of the Swift Sabers. Once again, only the ones that can be bought in Darnassus. Level 27. Ding ding dong. We didn't get anything for level 27. It's not even level. We don't usually. Well done, Night Elf. Lord Magmathar's fire is now trapped, restrained within the earth once more. Yay! And now the Vortex has a quest for us. The Vortex. The time has come. When you have steeled yourself, we will speak again, and I will summon forth the whirling vortex to speed your way up to the skies over Thunderpeak. Channel the power of the Earthen Ring through the elemental to slay the Lord Magmathar, so that we can bring him into balance once more. Not a problem. We're going to get a pair of green gloves that we don't need. Which goes back to my previous statement of having way too many purples. Alright, let's do this stuff. We got another vehicle quests. Another quests. Questa, singular. And there's Lord Magmathar up there. Vehicle quests were not a thing in Classic, if I remember correctly. If I don't remember correctly, we will find out. So it's really neat to kind of see where we've come versus where we've been. I approve. The Classic series may be running alongside the BFA series, depending on how long it takes me to get recording and editing and everything done before it launches. Oh, that's a stun. Okay. What's this button do? Okay, that's just return to the vortex. It's been a while since I've done these quests, so I don't actually know completely what I'm doing. I'm just faking it until I make it, because that's what you do. Let's not let that happen. Unless it did happen. See, this is sad. I bet you that I could probably beat this guy without the vehicle quest if he was lower to the ground and I could actually hit him. I bet you I could do more damage than this vehicle is. I know that I'm saying I'm like dying and it's awkward and I hate it. Come on, let's go. There we go. With 16% health to spare. Oh man. Up ahead you're seeing a night elf house, big building with a bunch of red huts in front of it. That used to be one of the questing hubs for the Night Elves in Classic, and now the Horde have taken over. It is done. The power of the fire is subdued, and the 4 elements have now returned to harmony. You have saved the rest of Ashenvale through your brave, selfless actions. You have our thanks. Here's a pair of gloves. Another part of the storyline has been completed. So, let's go return Loon's Tear real quick. As we become very sad that, I don't remember what that area is called. We'll find out when we get back there. Is destroyed and taken over by the Horde. The Horde have pushed into Ashenvale a lot. Whereas Darkshore was a completely Alliance questing area, Ashenvale is very, very much not. The Horde and the Alliance share this area, so not only will we be interacting with more Horde like we did in the couple quests in Darkshore. Those were just NPCs. They were AI. There is no actual settlement for the Horde in Darkshore. This time there could be a very likely chance that I run right through an Alliance settlement because I forget that the Horde are here, or run through a Horde settlement because I forget that the Horde are here, and possibly get myself killed. And I am pretty sure that will be fact, because when I'm actually running in Najdatar and Mechagon, I tend to run into the Alliance little settlements. So I'm almost guaranteeing it'll happen here, which will be funny to watch for y'all at home. For me, it'll be funny too, because I deserve it, because I just decided to run through the Alliance Horde. I am on the Alliance right now. My current main right now is a Horde Druid, which is why I'm Freudian slipping all over the place. In previous videos, I've said don't have a faction bias. Right now, I do kind of prefer the Alliance a little bit because of what happened to Teldrassil, but my main is the Horde because my main has been the Horde for the last few years. So I like both sides of the story, which if you've seen my intro video, I like story and RPG games, so of course I'm going to play both sides.
Peace be with you.
Loon's Tear. Did you find it? Oh, you did. Odd. It seems tarnished somehow. I will place the tear in the stew and pray. Of course it was tarnished. We found it in a pile of dirt. Or a pile of ashes. I don't remember what it looks like when we find it the first time in Classic, when we get there.
I am honored.
Okay, a trip to the Moonwell. It didn't work. A sorrowful and resigned expression is upon his face. He removes the tear from the soup and gently washes it. The eruption of Thunderpeak must have affected it in some way. You must take the tear to the Moonwell to purify of purity. Moonwell of Purity, which still lies intact, protected by the goddess's power, at the southwest base of the volcano. There you will wash it in the sacred waters of Elune. What happens beyond that, I cannot say. I fear for my daughter's life, and it is in your hands. Alright, let's go. We got a thing to wash. There should be a Moonwell closer than here. Isn't there? I don't know. He wants us to go back to go find it. So we'll go. I'll meet you guys at the Moonwell. Because it's a long walk, but long enough to party. So, yeah. Alright. You see by that beautiful sunbeam that we are or moonbeam that we are approaching, we have reached the Moonwell of Purity. And a little Blink Dragon is dead. Oh well. Free skins. Alright, so all you gotta do is put the pearl in the water, cleanse it up. We get the little drop-down quest. Another thing that does not exist in Classic. Drop-down quests that show up in a quest tracker do not exist in Classic. Alright. The voice from inside the Moonwell flows into your mind, bringing you a perfect sense of peace. You seek to cure a child, but know that all things come at a cost. To the east lies Rainwood Tower. Standing outside the tower, next to my Moonwell, is one that has fallen into corruption. Avernus Illwhisper seeks forgiveness and redemption. Will you help to aid him, which he desires? And in doing so, will you achieve your goal? So the goddess, I think, has issued a request of us. There you are. The goddess has issued a small request of us that we go and help a corrupted something or other. We'll find out what it is. It's probably going to be an elf, considering we are in Ashenvale. So, how far is that from here? Not too far, but we'll meet you there unless I have anything more interesting to say. Alright, welcome to Rainwood Tower, boys and ghouls. That was lame. Alright. Oh! It's a satyr! So it is an elf, technically. Because satyrs used to be elves. And we've had some interactions with some satyr before. It's fun. Alright, the satyr sneers, but then realizes you are not here to chastise him, and he changes his expression. Finally, my redemption is at hand. I have waited long for this day, and I think I know how to help you in return. In the hands of the perverse. My former clan, the Felmusk of Nightrun, raided Fallen Sky Lake some time ago, stealing the moonstones that were unique to that area. Those moonstones are known to have healing properties, and are surely can be used to cure this little girl. Nightrun rests up the road to the east. There are multiple paths that lead up into the hills in its eastern side, and that is where you will find my unrepentant brethren. Alright, so we got that quest. I wish there was a flight path up here. Stop! Recover the fallen. I and my sentinels... Flip that. Have been ordered by Keeper Arondus to stay here and hold the tower. So far, we've been able to repel the Horde, but now they are going around us and directly attack the retreat to the north. The Keeper sent out Dryads to defend the tree, but they do not seem to be much of a match for the vanguard of the Warsong Orcs. I need you to go there and recover as many laughing sister corpses as you can. Okay. And we have to take them somewhere. Laughing Sister. Oh, that's the name of the Dryads. Okay. And we lost our quest. I think the quest was probably to bring us here. One that was on our map before. As I said previously, Oh, hello. Oh, here, you hold this for a second. Meowser, go get him! As we said before, you could not tell where there are no mess markers? Quest markers! In Classic. There are no breadcrumbs, no golden sparkles, nothing of any interest like that. You had to read the quest, figure out where you were going, and go from there. But the quest that I saw on the map last time I used said map showed me that showed me that it is gone. It is gone now. So it is probably the quest that told us to come to Rainwood Tower. So we're gonna kill some orcs. We're gonna gather some dead bodies. You're not dead. Okay, we got that one. And we go over here. And we'll grab this one. Alright. So this is our second / third, really depending on how you keep track. Second area where the Horde are going to be in. We're going to be seeing the Horde a lot, especially now that we're out of Darkshore and out of Teldrassil. Because, as I said previously, thanks to the efforts of one Garrosh Hellscream, the Horde have pushed further. In search of resources and conquering, and whatever Garrosh says that was the plan, there's more to it than that. Garrosh is a dick. Not my war chief. I was not gonna lie, I was actually originally excited for Sylvanas to be war chief, because Sylvanas is my favorite character, even from back when I played Warcraft 3. Which there probably will be Warcraft 3 on the menu after or while I'm playing Classic, because that is on my list. But she was always my favorite, because, you know, she'd been through a lot, and she's trying to, like, you know, help her people who... It was just... The hand she was dealt was super rough, and I respected kind of what she did with the cards that she was dealt with. She wasn't inherently a good character, and she wasn't inherently an evil character as far as I've understood. I could always be wrong. That has happened before. But, and then Battle for Azeroth, well, then Cataclysm happened. I mean, that's when you kind of start noticing the changes of the stuff she is willing to do. Whereas, you know, she said, yeah, my people are going to die out because of what is happening here. Hi, you're an elite. Alright, I probably wasn't supposed to jump head on here. But it was when the Blight was being used, it was when things kind of started changing. Now I know there's, in the Wrathgate scenario, I guess, I haven't read all of the literature around it, but there is some talk that Sylvanas actually knew about the Wrathgate and was partially responsible for the Wrathgate, and then was just lying the entire time, which I could see that. Especially with what happened. Then Cataclysm happened, and she's talking about using the Blight. She now has the Varkul. In Legion, she tries to get more Varkul, and there's more Blight. In Battle for Azeroth, she destroys her own city because she's losing the Battle for Lordaeron. And as of this current, where we are right now in Battle for Azeroth, spoilers if you don't know this stuff. But honestly, if you haven't been spoiled, if you're on my videos and you haven't been spoiled by now, well, there's better videos out there that is probably spoiled by now. As of right the hell now, Teldrassil is on fire, or a smoking crater. We're now in Nazjatar, which is the city of the Naga and Queen Ashara, led by the Black Blade of an old gaudy nature, and then N'Zoth is involved, and she knows where they were going, so she's obviously in it with N'Zoth. And if I keep going, I'm gonna get my tinfoil hat on, and we're gonna have a bad time. So, I am amazed that you broke through the Horde lines and managed to get here. Thank you. We have had our hands full defending the retreat. No problem. Defend the tree. We are using the power of the Forest Heart to defend the tree and from the Horde, but its power is not without its limit. We must take the fight to them. The great cat of the forest prowls nearby. It is from her we draw our inspiration. You become one with the shade of the cat, you then lay waste to the people. One of the things from Ashenvale that we're gonna get a new bow out of that. Whoa! Ow! The Horde are here! Quickly, we must invoke the shade. If you're a Horde player, in Ashenvale, the Great Cat, there's a bird, and there's a bear. I don't remember. You hunt them down and get their stuff to return for quests. Another vehicle quest. Let's do this stuff. Big Shadow Meow. I'm gonna call it the Big Shadow Meowser because it's the same model, and it's so much easier to say that name than this name. I've not even looked at the buttons. I'm not even sure what to do. I'm just gonna push buttons until something good happens. All right. Okay, that's that. That. Okay, that. Me and Shadow Meowser are going to destroy the Horde, and it's going to be great. Just need one more pack.
It's too far away.
I'll tangent aside, since I was talking about, excuse me, coming through. Meow, meow. Oh, I'm dying. Run! Because for some reason we're going down here now. Whee! If you're all curious as to who my war chief is, since I said I don't like Sylvanas, and I wasn't the biggest fan of, I was not the biggest fan of Garrosh. Because, like, it's funny. The idea of Garrosh was just fabulous. Because, you know, lost son to a fallen hero, rose from the rank. Well, not quite rose to the ranks, but was groomed by the great and powerful Green Jesus. Thrall, for short. And he went nuts. You know, to say the very least. There was some old god influence, or Shah, which was an old god. Sorry. So there was that influence. Garrosh went a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And we all had to jump in and go take him down in the Siege of Orgrimmar raid, which we've done. And everything was great. And it was all Thrall's fault, supposedly. Because, you know, Thrall abandoned him. So here we are with Sylvanas, and a lot of people are drawing some pretty powerful parallels. Say that 3 times fast. Which I get. I really do understand. A brutal display, but one fitting for the enemies of Ashenvale. The Horde dare to think that they can take our beloved forest away from us. They are mistaken. You have saved this tree. Here's a bow. This bow is an upgrade compared to what we have, so we're gonna put that on. It is a crossbow, which is not quite, you know, night elfy. Report to the northern front. The battle against the Horde isn't being waged from Rainwood Tower alone. There is a substantial Silverwing Sentinel presence at the Silverwing Grove to the southeast, near the border of Barrens. From the Grove, Sentinel Forest Song directs our efforts against those who destroy our lands. I'm a bit late in sending my latest report to her, but also hesitant to leave the tower unguarded. Go. So it is going to be our job to head out there. We also do have the moonstones to go grab. So we are going south. Right? Yeah. We're going to go south, but first we're actually going to go a little bit in a different direction to go get those tears. But what was I saying? What was I saying? People do see a lot of parallels between Garrosh and Sylvanas. Both were characters perceived as good guys for a while, then went a little which I can understand, yes and no. Alright, so this path up this way. Let's find out. Yes and no, because both are being heavily manipulated by the old god. Both were characters that were heroic archetypes that went a little nuts, which, you know, to quote a movie that I like, you either die a hero or become long enough to see yourself become a villain. Just saying. But of course, supposedly it's more than that. I kind of hope it's more than that, because writing the same story twice is a little annoying. I've watched TV shows that every season they basically repeat the exact same story, where it's, you know, two brothers do something stupid, get hurt or die for each other, and then they set off some evil Wajubi and things happen. Or, you know, the heroes and the characters make the same mistakes over and over again, never learning from the mistakes that they've done in the past. Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. This is the Platitudes episode of our BFA leveling series. But it's true. You've seen multiple times where characters don't learn from the stuff that's happened around them or the stuff that they have done. Trusting the same guy twice, even though, you know, you put the knife in his back, if the knife just digs into your back, alright, and you've healed and everything's great again, and he comes back and he's like, I will never do that to you again, and then he does that to you. You do it once, you're gonna do it again. That's my point. And I know that in, you know, some stories and writing and stuff like that, you do kind of have to write characters to be a little less intelligent than they should, because if they made all the smart decisions, like not running into an upstairs bedroom from a serial killer without a way out, hiding in the closet, stuff like that, you're not gonna have a movie or a body of fictional work if your character does the smart thing all the time. But having two Garrushes, I don't know. I'm getting on a bit of a tangent now. I apologize. I'm still trying to figure out what I think of this whole nonsense, and it's a lot. We'll find out what Blizzard has in store for the characters as time progresses. But I mean, we'll be spending a lot more time in Classic once it launches, so that won't be an issue. Too much. We'll get to see how the characters really were. It's gonna be fun. Was that a stealth? Was that a stealthy stealth? I heard a stealthy stealth. Kashipushki. I was starting to get a little worried that I have to wait for respawns. There we go. I heard a stealthy stealth. I like hearing stealthy stealths. It means there's something I can beat. Hello? Can I just multi-shot and hope to tag something? Nope. What I need is that bullet barrage. You get it, this barrage you get at higher levels. Ooh, there's another one. Because, you literally just push the button and everything gets caught up in your wake, which is fun. Alright, we're done. Let's go. Let's go before we become a bit more dinnery. Whee! Alright, I'm gonna meet you guys over at the tower. The hands of the perverse, you have all the moonstones that we need, and yet it is said that a sacrifice of life is the only way to ensure saving another. Oh, goody! I will ensure that no matter what, the moonstones will cure. With his sharp razor claws, Avertus digs into his own chest and removes his beating heart, placing it with the fallen moonstones. Miraculously, the satyr does not die. Instead, he's bathed in a warm light and transforms. So he made himself the sacrifice that he mentioned to save this child and regained his elfiness. Thank you for saving me from a fate worse than death, for saving both the child and myself. Well, this child is almost saved. All you need to do is take the moonstones back west to the Road of Astenar and hand them to Peltris, and he will know what to do. And then we get a belt that we don't need. So we're going to head back to Ashenvale. Or Asenar. We're in Ashenvale. We're going to head back to Ashenar. We have arrived back in Asenar. We are going to go return this quest with the with Mr. Whitemoon. Is that you? Have you returned with the cure? Oh, you've saved my daughter. I know the power of these moonstones that will bring my daughter back. Give my daughter back her strength. I will never repay you fully for your aid you've given me, but take this. Other than Relara, this is my most dear possession. It is 1 stat less than what we have, so unfortunately we are just going to sell it, which I feel bad. Here you are, Relara. Drink this. My eyes are not so heavy now. Can I go out and play? You're awake? Rest now. She is saved. Thank you. Not a problem. We have saved the girl. We have got Feign Death, which is my absolute favorite toy on the planet. And we are going to... Hello, Cora. We are going to head over here. Chat with Dargol and his master, Reyna. Dry delivery. Ah, there you are. I have poured over the notes from Tyrannus has made... I've poured over the notes Tyrannus has made, and it sounds like your next course of action is to find the other pieces of Dartol's rod. I would start by heading east along the road to Reyna Tower. Okay, so we just messed up. So we should have... This quest was probably here when we left the last time. So, yeah. Whoops. So we have to go back to the tower and take care of that. But I think it's a great time to call it here. So, thank you for watching. If you like this video, do all the things that are probably going to be repeated in the end card. But we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Hey, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, ring that bell, like, throw some comments down below, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!